welcome to Warhammer 40,000. There is no story today. There is no narrative. There is no campaign to drive forward. Today is competitive play. And we start with the Tempest of War cards. This is our first game with them. This is the table. We have an objective here, objective here, objective here, objective here, and behind the shed. We have drawn up this deployment zone. Secret intel, you only get your command points if your warlord's on the battlefield to start. I don't think that will apply to us today. And then here we go. Hold one, hold two, hold more. And take objectives off your enemy or kill their units holding objective. And that is the game today. And returning today is the Space Marines. The light in here is terrible because I broke that light. And now I don't have a light for this side of the table.
You broke it.
It fell off. I got to take the bottom off and put the cord back in. So we're just going to go and we're going to talk about the Space Marines. We are back with the Space Marines, the real Marines, not the sequel Marines, not Marines Partoons, not the marketing scheme to get you to buy your army for a second time. You know what they are not? They are not Guilliman's secret army infiltrating the Imperium. They are the Emperor's sons, loyal through and through. There are 10 Assault Marines and 2 combat squads. Power Sword, Combat Shield, Flamer, Plasma Pistol, Eviscerators. It's a Land Speeder Tornado with an Assault Cannon and a Heavy Bolter. A Vindicator Tank with a Hunter Killer Missile. 3 Rhinos with a Storm Bolter. A Land Raider with a Hunter Killer Missile. Heavy Bolters. 4 Las Cannons, a Storm Bolter. 5 TAC Marines with Combi Plasma and a Grav Gun. 5 Assault Marines and no jump packs. This squad has an Eviscerator and a Plasma Pistol. 5 TAC Marines with a Heavy Bolter. 5 TAC Marines with 2 Grav Pistols and a Grav Gun. 5 Assault Marines, no jump pack, Eviscerator, Flamer. The Sergeant has a Combat Shield and a Thunder Hammer. 5 TAC Marines, Las Cannon. 6 Scouts, the Sergeant has a Combi Melta. There are 3 shotguns, 2 pistols. And then my characters today, Epistolary Giles, who's taking Might of Heroes and Psychic Fortress, and he has a Plasma Pistol and a Force Sword. Chaplain Cooper, who knows the Canticle of Hate, has a Power Fist and Jump Pack. And my Warlord today, the Chapter Champion, who I still haven't named. I don't know why this guy doesn't have a name. But he is the Chapter Champion, not the Company Champion. And he has the Blade of Triumph and the Martial Exemplar Warlord trait, which lets everybody within 6 inches of him re-roll their charges.
I mean, 50% of my favorite characters made it to this list, so...
Who are we missing that you would like to see?
Brother McIntyre.
I had to leave somebody off. I wanted to bring the Psychic Might because there's always Psychic Might coming back at me. I want him to help the Jump Marines get in, and then he doesn't ever get the table, so he's in today, and let's see if he can produce.
He's awesome.
Now, tell me about your army.
Eldrad, right? He's got Guide, Doom, Executioner. No, because I took Mind War and Focus Will on Honey. Because that was just... I'm going to use Focus Will to boost his smite, and it's going to be awesome. It's a whole thing. I got a plan. Secret plan over here. It's going to go well. And she's taken the relic for the game. She's got a Spirit Stone, or the Phoenix Gem. Mm-hmm. Everybody's got Spirit Stones. Viper, Bright Lance, Twin Shuriken Catapults, 3 Wave Serpents with Shuriken Cannons and Twin Missile Launchers. Wraith Lord, got a Shuriken Cannon and Shuriken Catapults and Ghost Glaive. 10 Guardians, just being Guardians. 10 Rangers. They took the 2 upgrades that you can take with them, the Gloomfield and the Wireweave Net. We'll see what those do.
You don't know what they do yet?
We'll find out.
Okay.
I've got Falcon Grav Tank, Pulse Laser, and a Bright Lance on that thing. Super angry anti-tank gun. 2 squads of Dire Avengers, 1 squad of 7. The Exarch's got a Power Sword and a Shimmer Shield. This squad, 10 guys. The Exarch's got the Dire Sword and the Shuriken Pistol. I took both swords because they're different, and we'll find out what those do. See how cool they are. And I didn't get to talk about my hawks. Swooping Hawk Exarch. I didn't take the Hawk's Talon, and they took an Exarch power. Everybody's got Exarch powers.
After deployment, it looks like this. The Space Marines with their contemptuous armor have a rhino full of men here.
Cowardly armor.
They have the land speeder, the scouts holding an objective, the land raider with 5 men in it, the blue car full of men, the vindicator full of men, and over here is the librarian, the champion, and 5 marines with some more men. In space, I have the 10 drop troops and the chaplain. The Eldar have the Viper way over here, Honey's car with some Dire Avengers.
Yep. The Banshee's car.
Banshee's car, Eldrad's car with some Dire Avengers, the Pet, the Falcon with who's in the Falcon?
Nobody.
Falcon's empty, Guardians holding the objective, and then in space you have the Rangers in one big blob, and the Swooping Hawks, who I'm really excited to see today.
Oh, they're going to be awesome.
They're always a favorite unit, and I know they got good new rules. Now, do you want to go first, or do you want to go second?
Oh, I want to go first.
Second is often an advantage.
Oh, no. Number 1.
Number 1, well, let's see who goes first. I got a 3, and you got a cocked dice.
I got just an awful cocked dice.
You want to roll a 1 or a 2 right now. Ready? Nope. The Eldrad clearly wants it the most for Eldar turn 1.
Do I get to draw these cards now?
Yep. Gets those 2 6s.
Advance. Charge. Auto saves.
Wow. And those are the strands of fate. Now, what cards do you get?
Bring it down.
You have to kill my land raider to score 5 points. Attempting target. I pick an objective marker to no man's land, and if you achieve it, you get 5 points. What's extended battle lines? Because that says that's the special objective for the Farseer. And now it's your movement phase. So we are now at the end of turn 1 Eldar movement, where the Falcon has hopped over the barrier and has got a very good shot here. Guardians have stayed put. Wraithlords walked over. Who's in that car?
Dire Avengers.
Dire Avengers.
10 of them.
Banshees have run up the table.
7 Dire Avengers.
With Honey's run up the table. The Vipers.
Honey got out and is over here.
Oh wow, Honey's over there for.
Honey's hiding behind.
She's gonna buff somebody. Anyway, it is on. The Eldar control this objective. That'll be 5 points for them. They need to kill the Land Raider, and what else you gotta do?
Yeah, don't worry about what we're doing.
Okay.
We're gonna pop all your rhinos. Is the goal.
No, you're gonna try to pop all my rhinos, but now we're in your psychic phase.
Yeah, Eldrad's gonna cast Guide on the Wraithlord.
All right.
Or I'm sorry, on the Falcon.
All right. Well, that's a 3. I don't think that goes
In
off.
18 inches. It was a 4. I need a 6.
But you're Eldrad,
Yeah,
and you get it on an 8.
Who were you trying to name?
Got it.
I have a chapter champion who I cannot find a name for.
John Brown.
John Brown is a good name.
It is a good name.
John Brown did this.
Well, actually, in my army, he would be Brother John Brown. So there we go.
Brother John Brown.
Brother John Brown.
We're gonna start shooting over here with the Falcon.
Ooh, I did it!
Wait. Honey hasn't psyched.
We're out of range. We're on the move.
All right.
We got nothing to do.
So over here, the Falcon has been guided, and it really wants to hurt my Rhino here. Wait, I want to spend a command point and pop smoke.
Go for it.
Pop smoke, -1 to hit the Rhino.
No, it's 3s because I ignore any modifiers.
Oh, well then I'm not popping smoke. Give me my command point back.
Crystal targeting matrix that I have on all of my tanks. Each time I make a ranged attack, I can ignore any or all modifiers that hit roll.
Well, fuck, I'm keeping my command point, but that sucks.
Alright, hitting you on 3s.
I can't believe that's every tank in your army.
Pulse laser, hitting you on 3s.
You hit once, and that is a cock dice. You have hit once.
And I'm going to reroll because I guided my Falcon.
You hit once.
I've hit once. And with the Pulse Laser, Strength 9, Toughness
7.
It's going to be a 3.
You've wounded the Rhino.
-3 for D3 plus 3.
-3 with the Armor of Contempt rule becomes -2.
Which is dumb.
And so it's a 5. But it takes the wound.
D3 plus 3.
Oh, 6 wounds already. Just like that.
And then this tank also has a Bright Lance and a Shuriken Cannon.
Oh no.
Nope. So just the Bright Lance to fire is going to be 3. What is that? The rocks, man. It's going to be a 3 because
You're guided. So that gun misses.
Yep. Moving on. This tank right here.
This guy over here in the middle.
Actually, the Wraith Lord has got 3 shots out of his Shuriken Cannon at the Rhino. Hit you 2 times. And I'm going to use my Uthway to reroll the wound. Strength 6, toughness 7, 2 wounds. This one is at -4. This one's at -1.
And this is going here?
Into the Rhino.
Into the Rhino. -4 is actually -3. That's a 6.
I'm sorry, it's -3, which is -2.
It's a 5. I make it. What's the other one?
And the other one is -1.
-1 is going to just be its regular 3-up. And so we make them both. I would have failed this without the Armor of Contempt roll, the first one.
Yeah, that's brutal.
I like it. I'm happy about it. It's very Space Marine.
All right, this tank at the Rhino.
Wait, did this tank shoot last?
No, we're moving this way.
So this tank is shot, so now
This
you're
tank-
here.
No.
The
Shot
Wraith
this
Lord
tank,
shot.
The Wraith Lord. Now we're gonna shoot this
Oh,
tank.
God, there's so much gun on the field.
I know, right? Shuriken Catapult, or Shuriken Cannon, still out of range. 2 Eldari missile launcher shots that hit on 3s. I'm not guided. I'm gonna use a command reroll because we can do that now.
That looks like a 6 to me.
Boom. And strength 8, toughness 7 is gonna be 3s.
One gets through.
1 wound. I'm gonna use my Uthway reroll. That's 2 wounds at -2 for D6.
-2 on this Rhino. -2 is -1, so I need 4s here.
That's brutal.
4s. Oh, they both go through. Have I spent a command point yet? I haven't. -2 for D6. Huh? You still have so much gun coming. -2 for D6. We will spend a command point on a 50-50. What is that? Nope, they go through.
2d6.
2d6. Oh, it's going to be bad. 9 wounds. Oh, no. Down to 1.
Down to 1?
Just like that.
I like that. This tank on that Rhino.
Here and here.
Yep. Off-color dice are the Shuriken Cannon. Hitting on 3s. That's too bad. Already used my command reroll. So these are hits. Let's swap that out. Wounding, strength 6 on the gold
Toughness
dice.
7.
Strength 8 on the white dice. So it's going to be 5s and a 3. So that's 1 wound at -2, which is -1.
Which is a 4. And I get a 6. We're fine.
Viper at the Rhino.
Does he have the ignore all rerolls?
No.
Then I'm going to pop smoke there. Pop smoke. Hit on 4s. I'm going to go get that command point I threw across the room.
Force.
Good for me.
Wounding on
Total 7.
6. Nothing.
All right, we're all right over here.
Whiffs. And then this tank here.
And this is the last tank you have to shoot,
This is
correct?
the last tank I have to shoot. We're going to risk it for the biscuit. We're going to get the missile launchers at the Land Raider. And we're going to get the Shuriken Cannon at...
Because
the
splitting
Rhino.
fire always works.
It always works so well.
All right.
Never once has this failed. Here's the Shuriken Cannon on the Rhino.
Shuriken cannon on the Rhino.
I want to hit you on 3s. And I want to wound you on 5s. And I'm going to use my Uthway reroll. There's 1 wound.
I would have called that
-1.
dice cocked, is what I would have said.
You want to, you know what?
Yes.
Be cheeky about it.
There we go. That's I knew. I knew.
And then
On the Rain Raider.
on the Land Raider.
I see 2 hits.
2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Strength 8, toughness 8.
Yes. 2 wounds.
-2 for D6.
-2 for D6 is -1. So I need 3s. What is that? What is that? Get out of the rocks.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's a fail.
That's a fail. For D6.
For 3, down to 13. All right, at the end of the turn, this poor guy's down to 4 wounds. This poor guy's down to 1 wound. This guy's down to 13 wounds. We did all right over here. You scored points, though. You have scored 10 points. You scored 10 points for taking the special objective, correct? Or you scored 5 points for this?
Scored 5 points for your tempting target, which is where you picked a special objective.
Mm-hmm.
And then I scored extend battle lines. I achieved this at the end of my turn if I control an objective marker in my zone, and 1 or more in no man's land.
Well, do you have this one, really?
Yeah.
Crazy. I believe you.
Where's the,
No, I totally believe you. It didn't even occur to me to look at it until just now. So that is the end of your turn 1, going into my turn 1. I must retaliate. I get to draw cards, yeah. So this is what I've drawn. I've drawn Assassination, but both of the characters are comfortably in Wave Serpents. I've got deployed teleport homers, but it's turn 1. I can't drop anybody into his deployment zone, and there's no room over there anyway.
They're on the table.
And I got Bring It Down, which is to destroy this Wave Serpent here. There's 3 Wave Serpents that have the highest wounds. He's chosen this one. 1 command point for new orders. We're going to spend that. Oh, I just threw that command chip in your coffee cup. So if it tastes like a command point, it's cool. And we're going to get rid of something. We're going to get rid of... We're going to get rid of deploy hell teleport homers. I just don't like it.
I just don't like it.
I just don't like it. We're going to pull up something new. Investigate site.
Better go investigate that. I'm going to investigate why my coffee tastes like a command chip.
I have moved. This card advanced, got further at the table. It has advanced. It should have taken its 4 wounds with it, though. 4 wounds. These Assault Marines have advanced after they got out of this Rhino, which also advanced. And these Tactical Marines got out of this Rhino, and it advanced. It advanced to make room for the Vindicator tank. These TAC Marines with Brother Rimshot got out of the Land Raider, which also made room for the Vindicator tank. It was very congested around here. The Scout Squad shuffled a bit to get the Melta Gun out.
There's only one road through the warehouse here.
Yeah, it's kind of rough. This Land Speeder just kind of pivoted to get some shots down this way, and then this Rhino made a full move forward. It's literally sitting on top of this now contested objective. I cannot psych yet because my psycher is in the car, so I will shoot. He advanced. They advanced and have pistols. This thing advanced, so now we're down here. I'm going to start with the Melta-Gun in this squad on that thing. On the Wave Serpent holding the Banshees. I want to hit it on a 3.
Lightning fast reactions.
I want to hit it on a 4. I've rolled a 1, but I am a master artisan. And I've hit, and I'm strength 8, so I wound you on a 3. And there's the wound at -4 for D6 damage.
What did you roll to wound?
What's that?
What'd you roll to wound?
I rolled a 5 to wound. Where is my tab?
Did you roll a 5 to wound?
Yeah, here is the hit, here is the wound.
You had to hit me on a 4. Because you're -1 to hit, because I spent lightning fast reactions.
Well, then I must have wounded on that 3, because here we are. These are the dice that I rolled.
Okay, and then my Wave Serpent rule is unmodified wound rolls of 1, 2, 3 fails, irrespective of abilities or other stuff.
That's amazing. So it was nice of him to hit and wound, but nothing went through. So I guess we're going to switch over here. Oh, wait, these guys are performing an action. How does that work? Investigate site. 1 unit from your army can start to perform this action at the end of your movement phase. So, end of my movement phase, these guys start performing an action. And then I'm also going to spend the 2 command points so they can still shoot this turn while they perform an action. Although they are not shooting yet.
2 command points?
Yes.
Wow.
It might be 1, but we're going to shoot with the Demolisher Cannon and its Hunter Missile next.
Sweet.
The Demolisher Cannon hits.
-1 hit.
It throws 4 dice at you. So these will be the Demolisher Cannon. This will be the Hunter Seeker Missile. I'm going to hit the Wave Serpent on 4s. There are 3 hits with the Demolisher Cannon. And I suppose it doesn't matter. We'll roll the missile. These hit. This is all strength 10, so we wound on 3s. So it's 2 wounds go through because this 3 does not wound because of your Serpent Shield. The Demolisher Cannon is -3 for D6, and the Hunter Killer Missile is -2 for D6. Just like that. The Wave Serpent is still fine. What's got to shoot still? The Land Raider is going to put all of... Well, we'll do Rimshot first. Rimshot's going to put his gun in there. And maybe the bolters too. This guy here behind Rimshot, he can't see. These guys are the gold dice. Rimshot is the white dice that he's shooting here at the Banshee's Wave Serpent, and we hit on 4s. And we're a master artisan. And then the gold dice wound on 5s, and the white dice only wounds on a 4 because of the Serpent Shield. And again, the Serpent Shield saves that wound. Yeah, it's actually fantastic what's going on here right now.
Yeah, like I kind of like it.
Yeah, because you've just saved yourself 3d6 damage already.
I got 1 at my regular armor save. Or no, because
yes.
you're in the Devastator Doctrine.
Oh yeah, it's more than 1.
Or no, because it wasn't the lance.
No, it was just the bolters.
Yeah. I save.
All right, this is the Land Raider. It's going to put everything into this same Wave Serpent. This weird dice is the Hunter Killer. Oh wait, no, we'll use this cool dice. Hunter Killer Missile. Storm Bolters.
I hate those Storm Bolter dice.
I'll use 2 little white ones.
No, here, use these red ones.
All right. Hunter Killer Missile, Storm Bolter, Heavy Bolters, Las Cannons, everything on the Land Raider into this machine that should be dead already but is not. We're going to hit on 4s because of your lightning fast reactions.
So fast.
Look at all these 1s and 2s.
Oh, look at that.
So we're going to have to finally spend that commando point to reroll. And we're going to reroll one of these. And that still does not hit. Misses. Misses. I'm a master artisan. There's a hit.
Nice.
Misses. All right, so I have a Storm Bolter, 2 Las Cannons, Hunter Killer, and a Heavy Bolter. These wound on 5s. No wounds. These wound on 3s. 1 wound at -2 for d6 damage.
At -2 for d6.
This is the Hunter Killer Missile.
That's going to be my... Yeah, it's going to be a 5-up save that I don't make.
Take your d6 damage for just the 1. I've already spent my command reroll. 1 wound.
Just 1 wound, down to 12.
Oh, that's devastating. Who hasn't shot yet? The Rhino's going to go into the Viper. 3s, Master Artisan, 5s, 1 wound, regular save.
1 wound at my regular save is going to be a 3. What is that?
There's a save. The Land Speeder at the Wave Serpent that I moved in such a way it's all I can see anyway.
You dumped all your gun into that thing. And
The Serpent Shield, I should have put at least 3d6 into it on those 3s. And I didn't. And that's really hard. We're going to hit you on 4s. And we can re-roll for being Master Artisans. And then we're going to wound you on 5s. 1 wound at -2 because it's because of the Devastator Doctrine.
Excuse me. -2 because of the Devastator Doctrine is going to be a 5-up invuln save.
Rock solid. All right. These Tactical Marines in the middle of the table
Bring it.
are going to have to shoot at that Wave Serpent. It's going to be Bolter, 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 Grav, Grav. Here at the Wave Serpent, hitting on 4s. And I'm a Master Artisan. But we have to wound you on 5s. And so we have 2 wounds. 1 is your regular save, 1 is at -3 for 2 damage.
Okay, 1 is my regular save is a 3-up. 1 is at -3 for 2 damage.
Yes.
It's my 5-up invuln.
So, at the end of my shooting phase,
This tank is
I've
rock
put
solid.
quite literally everything into this tank, and it took 1 wound.
You did a wound.
That's really, because I don't feel like I shot badly. I think your Serpent Shield saved it.
I think...
Because I got those good wounds early, and I could have spread the field after I'd blown it up, but it didn't blow up because Serpent Shields are still, I think they're better now than they were before.
Well, plus I used my Strands of Fate roll on those
That
first
was
2.
dope.
Yeah.
That was dope.
Pretty cool.
So all of a sudden, that swings the game. However, I have this objective. I can test this objective. So you are only sitting on 1. And that's not nothing. I have scored investigate sites because it's the end of my turn. And so at the end of turn 1, you are ahead by 5 points, and then it's your turn 2, and you hold 1, so you get 5 for primary.
Yeah. Secure no man's land. At the end of my turn, if I control 2 or more objective markers in no man's land. Defend stronghold. I gotta defend my objective.
In your deployment zone?
Yep.
That shouldn't be hard.
At the end of your turn.
It still shouldn't be hard. Strands of Fate?
Strands of Fate. I get 6 dice.
Dude, those 6s are brutal. Yeah, no 6s there.
A couple advance rolls. I don't remember what 5s are. Wound rolls, charge rolls, and 1 advance roll.
All right, that's Strands of Fate. We are at the end of Eldari movement phase, and this guy has stayed put, and this guy has stayed put. But this one has come forward. This one has come forward. These girls got out, and they're feeling confident. Eldrad has come forward. His pet has come forward. The Guardians are very comfortable. Did the Rangers deploy there?
Yeah.
Whew.
All your characters are in this vehicle. Right?
You're totally right about that. That's actually a really smart play. And the Falcon has come forward. The Hawks have come in, but they have come in a little bit too close. And now for 2 command points, I'm going to play Auspex Scan and shoot at them with these Marines.
Just like
Auspex Scan, Rimshot Squad, into these men.
like a bunch of jabronis.
Like,
Turn 2, they've got
we are the Tactical Doctrine now.
the Tactical Doctrine.
And so all the white dice will be AP1. These men pull out the Auspex. I don't know where they pull it out of. Somebody's got a pocket. Out comes the Auspex, and they go, the Auspex says somebody's behind me. And they all turn with their guns, and they fire, and they hit a bunch of times.
Pretty well.
Master
Those are all 6s
Artisan.
you needed.
Everybody
Wow.
hits. Going to wound on 1, 2, and a bunch of 3s. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
wow. These are all AP1. That is AP3. I'm sorry about that. I feel dirty about that.
Yeah.
I feel, because this is my favorite unit in your army. But I feel dirty about that, and I have a feeling that they got to get lucky right now.
5 up in bones.
Oh, here we go.
And this is going to have to be Feel No Pain. So we're going to have to, we'll get to that.
Well, the invuln will save that, too. It's an invuln.
Oh, yeah, it's in. So we got 5 up in bones. Yeah.
That's not bad.
I get a couple. So these all get through, though. And I'm going to spend a command reroll.
Because why wouldn't you?
Because why wouldn't Oh, it's a 1.
Now, these guys get to feel no pain now?
Yeah, because I spent some points on giving the Exarch a kooky thing. It gives just him a 4-up invuln, and each time the model on this buried unit loses a wound, roll 1d6, and on a 5-up, that wound is not lost.
All right.
Which is not called Feel No Pain anymore, but
Whatever.
let's save some hawks.
You save 1, but you only have 5.
2, 3, 4, 5. So the Exarch's still there with 1 wound.
Of course he is. You are a hero. But that wasn't so bad. Is that 2 command points well spent, maybe?
So that's the end of my movement phase. Now we're going to do my psychic phase.
Yes.
First up, Honey is going to cast Focus Will on Eldrad.
Of course she is.
She'll be at +1 because my Uthway power. On a 5, it doesn't go off, but she has a Ghost Helm. And on a 6, it goes off.
Well, there you go. Eldrad is focused.
And then she's going to catch... she can't cast Mind War because her characters aren't nearby. So she's going to attempt to cast Smite. But she's out of range. Next up, Eldrad is first going to cast Smite.
All right.
Because he'll be at +3.
+3 for Eldrad
His
Smite.
will is focused. He's got +1 for being Uthway.
Does he have line of sight on these guys?
Where's the laser pointer? Smite goes off on like, what, a 5?
5.
But I want a Super Smite.
Well, there's a Super Smite.
But there's a Super Smite for D6.
5 wounds on these men.
You're
However,
like warded, right?
the Star Hunter Space Marines are indeed warded, and they will save those wounds on 5s. We have saved 2 of them, but we have killed this man,
A brother and a half.
a brother and a half. Go join the Legion of the Damned. Bam. All right. He's got more powers, though, because he's Eldrad.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's going to cast Guide on the tank standing next to him, because it's standing right next to him. That goes off.
Do you want a cool chip?
Sure.
How about this bullseye for Guy?
Yeah. Oh, he's super accurate. Pew. And then he's gonna cast. What's his other power? On the Vindicator, but he needs a super smite.
Do you need to be able to see the cast Doom?
Doom's a malediction.
Going through a lot of stuff there.
He's got it. I'm ready.
I believe you.
It's gotta be a super smite.
But it's only a 4.
Can't get it done.
But he's Eldred. He's got a helmet. He can reroll that.
Yeah, he can.
There it goes.
There it goes.
This guy's doomed.
Reroll the wound.
How about a lightning bolt for doomed?
Yeah. All right. That's psychic phase. Shooting phase. This is all going at that tank.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Now, what is everything? There's a bunch of dice over there.
We got a pulse laser, a bright lance, a shuriken cannon that are gonna hit you on 3s, and we're gonna wound you on. This is strength 9, strength 8, strength 6.
The no modifier thing. It never suffers modifiers. How many points does that cost you per tank?
10.
That's it.
Or it's 40. So I get every upgrade. It's 10 points an upgrade. Every tank is 200 points, except for this tank, which is 205. But
yeah, actually 200 points sounds right. That's expensive.
these are going to be 5s. This is a 3. This is a 3.
Okay.
And because I am Uthway, that's a wound at -3 for 2 damage. This is a wound at -4 for D6 or for D3 plus 3. And this is a wound at -3 for D3 plus 3.
All right, let's start here. -3 is a -2. And so that goes through for how many?
D3 plus 3.
That might be him. That's him. Does the tank blow up? Does it matter? It doesn't blow up, doesn't matter. But I have 7 men inside that tank. 7 men inside the tank. I lose one of them. And after the wreck, here it is. The librarian, the champion, and the force arriving attack marines have gotten out and are hiding behind the wreckage.
Can't get around my tank and your tank, so.
That's absolutely wonderful.
3 shots here at the rhino that's crippled.
From the Wraithlord?
Yep, shuriken cannon. Hit you 3 times. Wound you on 5s. Wound you once, but I'm Uthway. Wound you once at -1 for 2 damage.
-1 is actually my regular save. I need a 3. I can't see it.
It's a 5.
Sweet.
Nice.
I live.
He lives. This tank. Shuriken cannons at the crippled rhino. Missile launchers at the Vindicator.
All right.
Hit you on 3s.
Which one's the missile launchers? The white dice?
The white dice are the missile launchers.
That rocks.
I'm guided.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna reroll to hit.
Do it again. Okay, everything hits. Toughness 8.
Toughness 8 is going to be 4s, but you're doomed. And move away. I can't reroll a reroll. And then these are going to be 5s. And I can use my Uthway save here, or my Uthway reroll here. And that's 2 at -3 for 2 damage. And 1 wound on your Vindicator for -2 for D6.
This -3s or -2s. So these are 5s. And that thing is done. Does it blow up? Does not blow up. Sir, thank you very much for playing today. Now here, it's -3 for D6, but -3 is -2, so I want a 5. And it's a time, I don't really want to spend tons of command rerolls. But we're going to. We want that 5. Let's get that 5. There's a 6. We've saved it.
Nice.
Yeah, that's not bad.
This tank at the land speeder.
My land speeder.
The whole thing.
I can't play my skilled riders because you're gonna ignore it for 10 points. Grr.
And I'm gonna hit you on 3s. And I'm not guided, so that's pretty bad actually. And then I'm gonna wound you.
Toughness 6.
This is gonna be a 3, and the black dice are gonna be 4s. And so that's 2 at -1 for 2 damage, and 1 at -4 for, or 1 at -2 for D6.
All right. These are -1, and so they're 3s. And that's cool.
Drop.
I need someone to put the screen back on.
Okay.
Throw it off the balcony.
This is a -3. So it's -2.
It's a -2.
It's a -2. That makes it a -1, but I got a 4. So we're all right down here.
Don't worry.
Now, I'm going to go put a screen back on the door. I'll be right back. So the last time I was here, this land speeder just survived some shooting.
Yeah, you did.
I don't remember what was left to shoot.
I got 1, 2, 3 units left to shoot, and then we're in the.
Didn't this guy just shoot at me? Isn't what the land speeder just saved?
No, land speeder saved the guy in the house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was kind of bent about that.
So who's left to shoot? Is this
1, 2, the guy.
and this lonely bastard? Oh, who's next? I'm dying to see what he does.
The Banshees. Oh, the Banshees are going to shoot all of their pistols except 1 at the scouts because they're out of range of the land speeder.
Uh-oh.
2, 4,
The scouts?
6, 8, 9 at the scouts.
Is everybody in range of the scouts? Because
Except for
that's...
this girl in the back.
Oh, you're totally right about that.
I said all but 1.
You probably did that when I was out of the room, huh?
Here we go. Looking for 3s.
Lots of hits.
That's 1 wound on the scouts.
Looking for a 3. Oh, wait, it's a 4 because I'm a scout. But we live on a 6.
Cool. Good for the scouts. The man is shooting at the assault squad.
Oh, wow.
He wants. Oh man, actually, yeah, I want these guys over here.
Over here.
Yeah, I want to hit them on 3s. 6s automatically wound,
Wow.
and then this hits, and it's strength 4, toughness
4.
1 of 4, and I'm moved away. That's super cocked, but it's a 1.
So the auto wounds. What's
2
the
auto wounds.
AP?
Nothing.
AP, nothing. Damage?
1.
Oh, well, the auto wound is cool.
Well, they're just laser. They're just las blasters.
Well, we're going with 3s. And we take a wound.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna use his super cool sky leap ability to
Get
shoot
outta
him
here.
9 inches away.
He'll come into play later. So who's left to shoot? These 2 cars over here.
There's 2 cars over here. Car on the ground is shooting at the rhino. Car on the tanks is shooting at the land speeder.
Wait. I'll play skilled riders here. Because you don't have that thing.
Oh man, I should have thought that through. I'm starting with the tank on the ground.
All right.
But noted.
Noted. Burning up command points.
Hitting you on 3s here. Oh man, I'm gonna spend my command roll.
Yeah, spend something.
Oh, I don't know. I do really want that land speeder dead. It's like my Banshees are in a really bad spot on the board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're in a terrible spot actually, but they're doing work.
Yeah, but they're not gonna get as much work done as I was hoping.
However, if you leave just 1 wound here, I'll still have this objective because I am OBSEC and you are not.
What am I even doing right now? I'm shooting at your tank,
I think that
and I've hit you.
that is so cool that the Hawk is still alive and over there.
And I hit you. Oh, I'm gonna spend 2 command points to auto pass his morale too.
Darn right.
You better fucking believe he's sticking around.
He's gonna do something cool later.
These are the hits.
This is the car now that hit the rhino.
Yeah, I am gonna spend that command reroll. I don't know why I'm waffling about it.
I'd almost forgotten that you had to shot.
That's why, and I'm wounding you on
Toughness 7.
4s, or I'm sorry, a 3 and 5s. So
Look at
there's
that.
3 wounds. -1, -2 for d6.
All right, the -1s are no minus, so they're 3s. So I take 1 wound, and
So
then
that's 2 damage.
the gold dice are 2 damage.
Yeah.
All right, so there's down to 8. And then what was the white dice? -4.
-2.
-2 is a -1. I need a 4. Get that. So I'll take 2 wounds here.
Viper is gonna shoot at the land speeder.
-1.
So I'm gonna hit you on 4s.
We're gonna live. Gonna live.
Man,
Helped with 1 shot.
helped with that shot right there. That's the Bright Lance.
Good.
Wounds on
Toughness 6.
5s. And I'm gonna use my way reroll. Nothing.
The land speeder lives. But now we're to the more interesting part.
Whiffed.
You're gonna charge now, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna charge your rhino.
With the banshees?
Yeah.
Farseer, that's actually brilliant. That's really smart. I didn't see that coming at all.
It only just recently occurred to me I couldn't believe it. I was like, so I'm sitting here and I'm mortified, right? Because I hopped my Banshees out of the car, I moved the car away, and then I was like, wait a minute, who are they going to charge? That tack squad?
Yeah.
They'll mop the floor with them, and then they're standing there in front of a land speeder, a scout squad, a vindicator tank, an assault squad, a land raider.
Charge them all.
Your whole and right. So then my next plan was I was going to charge these guys and those guys, but then there was too much space here. Like while you were out of the room, I was like this was a 7
You would have lost like 3 girls.
This was a 7-inch charge. This was nothing but like just to conga line them like that. And if I blew a 7-inch charge, even with my I couldn't have, but
What is this charge here? Have you measured that?
no. But I have a charge roll, so I'm not worried.
You're right. That is going to be 7 inches.
But right now, I want the Wikipedia for stratagems that I'm going to play. I'm going to use my Strands of Fate roll. So one of these dice is going to be a 6.
Mm-hmm. So you need to roll a 1 here.
Oh my gosh, I did it.
In they go.
Boxcar.
And at the end of the Banshee's charge, it looks like this. The 10 men in this rhino are either doomed or in need of a rescue. Is that your only charge?
That is my only charge.
Charges fight first.
Charges fight first. We're going to do some fighting.
Look at this disgusting pile of dice. That's absolutely hideous.
That's a disgusting pile of dice right there.
So you're going to hit on 3s, you're going to wound on 4s?
Yeah.
First the 3s.
Misses. Out of there.
Now, wounding on 5s, but 4s because you're on the charge.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Wow, that was really good.
That is pretty good.
That's insane. Oh, your rhino is toast. So those are all okay. The black die is -3 for 2 damage.
-3 is actually -2, so it's a 5. And he doesn't make that. I've already spent my command point. No, we're in a new phase.
We're in a new phase.
We're going to try to get that 5. Because I really want these men to live. Give me a 5. Nope, so that's 2 wounds through. And then all of these are -3, but they're actually
-4 because they're banshee swords, right?
I was expecting they used to be -3, right?
Yeah.
That's gnarly. All right, so these are going to be 6s. And although that roll is not terrible, it doesn't do the job. Because if they were still -3, I would have gotten those 5s too. And so I would have taken 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's the car anyway. Does it blow up? We can't read that. What is that?
Oh, it does not.
It does not blow up. The men got to get out. And let's see. So things are happening. I have to play my last command point for emergency disembark. That's significant because now I won't be able to play the inspiring orator on my turn for the chaplain. He won't just get that, and so it won't go off at all. But these men are going to emergency disembark from this transport. Now, with the stratagem, they die on 1s and 2s. Not just 1s, 1s and 2s. So there's a dead man. It's just 1. So at the end of Craftworld Eldar, turn 2, the Banshees have consolidated this way, kind of out of harm's range. This could have been way worse than it actually was, but we're doing all right. And it's my turn. I get a command point, my only command point. And now I got to figure out what I'm doing. I got to draw a card, too. I still have Assassinate. I still have Bring Them Down. Storm Hostile Objective. Control 1 or more objective markers that were controlled by your opponent at the start of your turn. That means murdering the Banshees. Bring It Down is still a thing. Assassination is still a thing. And now I have to move. It's the end of my turn 2 movement phase. The Farseer gave me his cup of water rather than drinking it himself. That's the kind of friend he is.
Maybe it's a trick.
But it's always an Eldar trick. These girls did work. They were hung out to dry here. They turned lemons into lemonade and tanked this rhino, which ended up killing a attack marine as well. But I got enough respect for the Banshees. I got the Marines, the land speeder, and the assault marines all coming this way. Also, these shotgun shots will go through the fence. I don't know what the fence is. Is it dense? Is it light cover? What is it?
We'll find out when it matters.
Yeah, we'll have to look that up. The melta gun will go up here. But these guys are still on the objective. These men have taken the center of the table defiantly. This assault squad has come forward with the Thunder Hammer. See if we can't wreck that thing. It'll be supported by the Vindicator tank. The Land Speeder is looking at this. Rim Shot hasn't moved.
Oh, there is a Thunder Hammer in there.
And there's some action over here. This squad here on the far side of the table where my HQs are taking on a Falcon and then gonna get really sniped. But we're gonna take on the Falcon first, and that's where the Psychic Fez happens. We're going to start by playing. Also, my Deep Striker stayed off the table. I didn't need him yet. We're gonna start with Mighty Heroes on the Chapter Champion. We want a 6. There's a 6. Smite. We want a good smite. We get a 7. 4. 3 mortal wounds.
Ouch.
On the Falcon.
Nothing I can do about that.
Sweet.
Down to 9.
Down to 9. All right. Now, we're going to stay here. Starting in the shooting phase, we're going to start with the Chapter Champion, who does not carry a gun, but he's got grenades. He's within 6, so we're going to throw a crack grenade at that thing, and we're going to hit it on a 3. And we hit, and we're going to wound it.
What is that?
You don't like that?
I didn't like it.
We're going to hit it on the 6.
There you go.
And then we're going to wound it on a 5, because you're toughness 7, right?
I am.
We do not get that wound. The Librarian has a plasma pistol.
Want that for him?
We're going to shoot that plasma pistol into the Falcon. We're not cooking it. We hit. We went on a 4. We wound. -3 for 1 damage. Yes.
5 up in more.
He makes it. You're rolling hot today. These men have pistols. There are... Oh, and a flamer. There's 2 pistols.
Now, you rolled every wound on the when you shot at the Hawks, though.
It was unreal. I felt so bad about it. This assault squad's going to put its flamer and the 2 pistols in the squad into that truck. The sergeant technically has a pistol, but he's holding a shield and he's holding a hammer. And it drives me crazy. Does he put the hammer down, take the pistol out, shoot, put the pistol away, pick the hammer back up? So he's just not going to shoot.
Hammer.
So first, the flamer has 6 hits. The pistols hit both times. We're going to wound you on 5s, though.
Tank on the ground.
This tank here,
Yeah.
from this squad here. 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at minus... I should have done those.
4 wounds?
Yeah. I can't do the minus, though. The flamer would get the -1 for the tactical doctrine, but I didn't separate it, and so I don't know. So it's just 4 regular saves.
4 regular?
Pardon me, 3 regular saves.
That's why I was so confused. Because you kept saying 4, and I kept seeing 3 dice, and I was like, what?
I get to talking, you
I
know?
need 3 ups.
And you do it. All right. This squad here is going to put 6 bolt shots and a las cannon shot at that tank right there.
Okay.
We're going to hit that tank on 3s. We're a master artisan, but that didn't matter. And then the white dice are 5s and the red dice is a 3. So there's 2 at -1 and 1 at -3 for D6. Rimshot squad fired here.
Love that.
And the final result is 2 wounds at -1 and 1 wound at -3 for D6 damage. The red dice is your D6.
4s.
Take a wound.
And 5 up in more.
Ooh. D6 damage. For 1. Fuck. Yeah, I'm letting it go.
So that's 12.
Done it. Did he start with 14?
Oh, I'm sorry. He took 2. So that's,
Did they start with 13?
They do start with 2.
God, they're the best cars in the game.
This is the guy driving a Land Raider around.
Land Raider is not just a car. Demolish your cannon on the same tank I've been shooting at. We'll have to throw 6 dice.
Good for him. Lightning fast reaction.
Sweet. Gonna hit it on 4s. And I am a master artisan. I need a captain on the field. Reroll some of these 1s. I'm gonna wound it on 3s.
But you're not going to wound it on 3s. You're going to wound it on 4s.
Well, there's 2 wounds at -3 for D6 each.
-3 for D6 each. Ah, so nice. I don't have any saves, so I really need 5 up in balls. What is this?
Don't like that one?
I mean, I can see two sides of it.
Well, take 2D6. Can we get rid of this thing? Take 7.
7, huh?
Not bad.
4 to go.
All right, still have to shoot Tactical Squad, Land Raider, everything this way. The scouts are going to put the shotguns into the girls.
-1 through the fence.
Sure, sounds great. And then the melt-a-gun into the car on the platform. We do the melt-a-gun into the car, and we're going to hit it on a 3. And there's a hit. And we're going to wound it on a 3. And there's a wound on the car on the platform at -4 for D6.
He's 5 up and roll. Don't make it.
All right, D6 damage for 6.
Ouch. Down to 6.
6 wounds, down to 6. That helps. This fence, if you shoot through it, it's dense. The shotguns are going into the Banshees. The pistols can't see the Banshees. They're behind the big robot hand.
So 4s.
So we're going to hit the Banshees on 4s. And we are Master Artisans. And then we are going to wound the Banshees on 3s. Just 1 wound on the Banshees. Regular save.
Yeah, the Banshees won a 4-up. What is that? There it is.
That's fine. One of these days we're going to get like a dice box. All right, so this has 4 wounds left. This has 6 wounds left.
Yep.
Over here. These men here are going to shoot at that vehicle.
It's one to hit.
It's going to be 4 grav shots, and it's going to be 4 bolt shots. And we're going to hit that car on 4s. And look at that terrible roll. Grav did all right. We're going to Master Artisan. And we're going to wound that car on 5s. 1 wound at -3 for 2 damage.
5 up and roll. What is that?
You love throwing it right at that spot. All right. 2 more wounds down to 2. Over here. These Marines are going to shoot at the Banshees point blank in the face. I got a melt-a-gun. I got bolt guns. And I got a plasma gun, which needs black dice.
Lame.
We're going to hit the Banshees on 3s. And we are going to Master Artisan that. Then we're going to move the Banshees on 3s, on 3s, on 2s. Black dice or 2s. Well, black dice doesn't go through. So, -1, -4. I've been missing that. And -3.
All for 1, or
They're all 1 damage each.
this is all going to be a 4 up and roll. And I am going to command reroll one of them. This one. Oh.
So we've lost 2 girls. The land speeder into the Banshees. Gold dice are the heavy bolter. The white dice are the assault cannons. We hit on
This is
3s.
why I put so much gun into the land speeder. It just didn't fucking die.
It got really lucky. It got really lucky.
Put so much, because I knew this was going to happen. I was like, okay, the Banshees are out, and the land speeder's just going to come and gun them down.
The white dice wound on 2s, the gold dice wound on 3s. Oh no. Let's just re-roll that white dice. 7 saves at -1.
Jeez.
The gold dice are 2 damage.
It's all going to be my 4 up and roll save. That's way too many, though.
No, you did great.
I did great. I lose another girl.
Just 1 more. That's amazing.
That was awesome.
I got 2 pistols that can see Banshees. I got 2 pistols that can see car. The gold one will be the plasma pistol on the car. And then we wound the car on a 5 and on a 4. There's 2 wounds on the car. One is a -3.
It's going to be 3 and a 5 up. So I save the -3 one, and I take what, 1 wound?
Just 1 wound. And then
Down to 12.
2 pistols on the Banshees. Both miss, but I am a Master Artisan. Still misses. So the Banshees are holding strong. The only thing left to shoot is the Land Raider, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, the Land Raider's got to shoot. I hate to split my fire.
I was going to say, good God, Miss Molly. I hope so, because you've been cutting me down.
The Land Raider is the last thing to shoot. The heavy bolters and the storm bolters are going to go into this vehicle here that is -1 to hit.
Sorry.
The last cannons are going to go into the guy on top of the house.
just in case you forgot.
So, the white dice are the heavy bolters. The little dice are the storm bolter. The gold dice are the las cannons. The gold dice hit on 3s, and these hit on 4s. We did all right. We're going to re-roll that. So these are the misses. And now we need to wound. These wound on 3s, but 4s. So there's really only one wound there. Ouch. And then these are going to wound on 5s. But there's 3 wounds at -1 for 2 damage on that guy, and just 1 for -3 for D6 on this guy.
I need 2 4s to keep him alive.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Rock solid.
devastating. How about up here?
Up there, I need a 5 up in bone. Let me just throw that dice.
That one on their own too. All right. Can I roll a 6 right now?
Roll a 6 right now.
A 6 right now would save my game.
Don't roll a 6.
It's a 3.
Do you have a command reroll?
I do, but I'm saving it. I'm not spending all my points now. So you go down to 3 wounds here, 2 wounds there. Everything is shot, and now charges. Charges got to take place. The first charge, these tactical marines on the banshees, and they are in because they have to be. These men here into the banshees are in on an 8.
So it's gonna be...
These men have charged here. These men have charged here. I thought I could go through this way, but I can't. My base is too big. I am not a banshee. But that has happened here. And then these men have made their charge, but they are about to get overwatched.
All right, 2d6 from the missile launcher.
Mm-hmm. That's 10 shots.
Shuriken cannon.
So much DECA.
Gonna hit you on 6s.
Look at all the 6s. Oh, wow.
And I'm guided, so I'm gonna re-roll my hits.
That's amazing. Cheeky Eldar.
Get another one.
4s and 3s. Or 4s and a 3.
4s and a 3.
This is just from Overwatch, too. It's amazing.
And I'm this way.
I see 2 wounds.
That's gonna be 1 at -1 and 1 at -3 for 2 damage.
-1 is actually still a 3. Oh, we take that wound. And then this is what for what?
-3 for 2 damage.
-3 is -2, so it's a 5. So I take a wound. Those men are going to hold the medal. Over here, the champion is going to charge.
Overwatch again.
He is in on an 11. Champion with the Mighty Heroes gets in. The Librarian wants to charge. And he gets a 6 and he gets an 8 all day. Librarian is in. Do the TAC Marines get in? They never shot the TAC Marines. Oh, well. They get a 5. They don't get in. And that's what they got. This is the Buster Squad who forgets to shoot and then fails their charge. But now we have to fight, and the Banshees can interrupt. And so we got to start down here.
Enemy unit within engagement range of the bearer.
Mm-hmm.
And roll 1d6. On the 2-up, that enemy unit suffers D3 mortal wounds, and additional 1 mortal wound for each charge move the bearer has made during the battle.
Is this a stratagem?
This is an equipment.
On the
It's
Banshees?
an ability on my Howling Banshee X-Arc model only.
It just comes with her?
It says, well, no, I paid points for it, but once per battle at the start of the fight phase.
And what happens now?
I'm going to roll a d6, and on a 2-up,
All right.
you're going to take D3 mortal wounds plus 1 for every successful charge that I've made, which is 1, because we only charge the Rhino. So you're going to take 4 mortal wounds on this squad.
On the Bolter Squad?
I mean on the Assault Squad.
All right, that's super cheeky. Wow. But that's Eldar. That's very Eldar. Just out of nowhere, bam, take
Only
that.
do it once per battle. So I was like, this is the
This is the time. On the Assault Squad, I am warded. I need 5s. I lose a man, and it's got to be you, brother. So starting my fight phase, the Assault Marines are starting first. This man in the back can't make it in, but these 3 can. It's 3 attacks per Marine. It's 9 dice. They hit on 3s. And that's not bad. We are Master Artisans, but that didn't help. And then we're going to wound you on 3s. So there are 4 wounds on the Banshees at -1.
4 wounds on the Banshees at -1.
Mm-hmm.
They get a 4-up invuln save.
It's
And
2
it's
more.
a new phase.
Command point. Still lose 2 girls.
Still lose 2 girls. And I'm spending 2 to interrupt.
And where are you interrupting?
With the Banshees.
And who are you swinging at?
The Banshees are going to swing at the Bolter Squad.
All right, they're going to live. All right, these are on the Bolter Marines.
Yep, these are on the Bolter Marines.
3s.
Hitting you on 3s.
Tons of hits.
That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss.
You still got tons of hits.
I didn't roll a dice. She's got 5 attacks. There we go. And then I got
Toughness 4.
strength 5 on the gold dice, strength 4 on the white dice.
3s and 4s.
What is that? And I'm going to use my Uthway reroll. A lot of 1s right there.
Because the Emperor protects.
So these are at -4. These are at -3 for 2 damage each.
All right, -4 turns into -3. That's 6s. So that's a guy. That's this squad, right? It's gonna be you, brother. Go over here, and then these are -3. Gonna be 5s. I make them.
Oh my gosh. Because that was going to be 2 more guys.
Well, instead, we're rock solid.
And on the Assault Marines,
I see 3 hits.
and nothing.
Yay! So now these men will fight. The tactical squad and the Banshees hit on 3s. And they are master artisans. And then they wound on 3s. And there's 5 wounds on the Banshees at your regular save. Because I'm just hitting you with my fists.
I got 4 of them.
Oh. Oh, so good. This squad here on the Wave Serpent with 2 wounds left. The gold dice are the Thunder Hammer. The white dice are the Chainsword. The black dice are the Eviscerator. These little black dice are the guy with the flamer hitting you with the butt of his gun. Oh, it's so intense. Gonna hit you on 3s.
No, I forgot that you're -1 to hit Banshees in combat. I know. That's whatever.
Oh,
That sucked.
that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's too bad.
I'm really sorry to hear that. Dude, that's...
Are you winning again, you dick?
No one's winning or losing yet. I am a master artisan.
I'm
But
losing because I'm forgetting my rules, and Jason's losing because he forgot to shoot his TAC Marines, and then they blew their charge.
all right. So,
We're both at 1 penalty for being a stoner.
however, like Jake's premier unit on the table could have 3 or 4 girls left. That hurts. That hurts bad. So the Thunder Hammer is going to wound on a 3. Everything else is going to wound. Oh, the Viscerator wounds on 4s, and everything else wounds on a 5. 3s, 4s, and 5s. So the Chainswords do not wound. The Fist does not wound. The Eviscerator wounds once. The Thunder Hammer wounds twice.
Did it wound on a 4?
These are my wound
Or
rolls.
better?
4s, and 5s.
Nice.
So an Eviscerator is -4 for 2 damage, and a Thunder Hammer is -2 for 3 damage.
You filthy animal. It's all gonna be my 5 weapon bolts. And I make 1.
There is 6 damage from the Thunder Hammers.
Yikes.
Do you blow up? Do the men inside die?
Don't blow up.
You don't blow up. How many men are there? 10?
10 guys.
Oh, they're gonna shoot my man.
Who's guy?
Just 1 though. That ain't bad.
1 ain't bad.
We are going to hit you with the Chapter Champion.
Do you think that I'm not gonna survive?
He is going to hit you at Strength 8.
Seems like a lot of. Seems pretty confident that I'm not gonna survive.
We're going to hit you on 2s. This is the champion.
You stink of death and failure.
2s. I'm a master artisan. We've missed twice. It's almost worth that command point. We're going to wound you on 3s. Oh, I'm not going to do it like that. That's what I get for talking shit. I feel like you baited me to talk shit into that. I feel like you were asking me to talk shit. There's 2 wounds on your vehicle at -3 for 3 damage each.
It's gonna be my 5 up in home.
So there's 6. What's it got left?
3.
All right.
The tanks are crippled.
Mr. Librarian's got to do it himself.
Crippled over here.
He's going to get 3 attacks plus 1 for shock assault. He is a librarian. He is going to hit you on 3s with his force sword. And he's going to wound you on 5s with his force sword. Let's go, Librarian. Let's hit on 3s. We're Master Artisan. We've hit 3 times. Let's wound on 5s. There is 1 wound from the Librarian at AP3 for D3 damage.
Give me my 5-up invuln. This could do it.
What is that? All right. Can we get D3 damage on that Falcon? What is that? We do. Boom.
There it is.
Does it blow up? It does not.
Sorry I nuked your guy there.
He's all right. That's what he gets for failing his charge. Oh. For this poor gentleman.
Turn 3.
Turn 3 for the Eldar. Consolidated. Do we have morale checks? These girls owe me a morale check.
They're fine.
Oh, they're fine. But we're down to 3 Banshees down here. It's the end of Eldar movement. There's still 3 Banshees alive, being just threatening and menacing. And then this man has come forward, and I bet you he has bad intentions here. And then there's tons of action in the middle of the table. Dire Avengers are the toughest men ever. And then the Wraith Lord, Eldrad, the Swooping Hawk Exarch, everybody eyeballing the middle of the table. These Guardians are eyeing up my characters. The Rangers are eyeing up my characters. Everybody's within 2 inches of the barricade. And I have the Armor of Contempt. So we're going to try to tank that. We're going to see how we do. But that's your movement, right? Is that everybody? Where's Honey?
Honey's hiding behind the Wraith Lord as well.
Oh, Honey's back here too. Let's get a close-up of that because they're so cool.
Honey's also here, you know, Eldred's here. We know where we belong.
Oh, I know what's about to happen. I bet you it's about to hurt too.
Yeah, hopefully.
You gonna psych?
We are going to psych.
Well, who psychs first?
We're gonna start with Honey. No characters nearby.
No. I
Characters are
have
over
2
there.
characters over there.
Taking Mind
and
War, kind of a bummer.
One is still in space.
Focus Will on Eldred.
Eldred will have his will
It's
focus.
gonna go off on a 6, but a 5 because I'm Uthway, and that doesn't go off. But I have a Ghost Helm. Oh, and it totally goes off on a 10.
It goes off on a 10.
So Eldred will be +2.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna cast Smite on the closest enemy unit, which is the Assault Marines.
Oh, my poor Assault Marines. That goes off on a 10
That's a Super Smite.
because it's her first cast.
It doesn't have to be a 10 to be a Super Smite.
No, it's an 11 as a super spite. But she gets 1 because she had...
2 mortal wounds.
No, because she gets a +1 on her first cast.
Yeah, but that was her second.
Oh, you're right. It's 2 mortal wounds. Thank you. Fair play. Fair play, smart guy. 2 mortal wounds. I'm warded. Take a wound.
God, Warded is so good. So now Eldred is gonna cast.
Smite.
Because I'm +3 right now.
Mm-hmm. And that is...
9, 10, 11, 12.
Can't deny that.
That's a Super Smite.
That's a super smite.
And I'm gonna
Do D6 wounds.
D6. 6 mortal wounds. Eldred's.
Yeah, dude, I don't know why I ever feel bad for you. Never feel bad for Eldred. Eldred is dirty and yucky and gross, and I hate him.
Yeah.
Also, I really want to start playing my Space Marines as being like more fashy and dictatory. Like I hate like the whole new heroic Space Marine concept where they're like making video games. They're like, be awesome like the Space Marines. No, the Imperium is terrifying.
They're fashy.
We're the villains.
They are
and
terrifying.
I don't know how to work that into the game. I'm gonna kill you because you're Xeno scum and
There it is, right there.
I'm racist and I need 5s. All right, so there's 4 wounds through. So that's gonna kill. Ouch.
And ouch.
Eldred has more cast too.
He's got 2 more, and I might spend a command point to get him to cast a 4th time.
He's too cool.
That was his smite. Now he is going to cast Executioner, which will go off on a 7, but it'll be a 5 because I have Focus Will.
Who's he executing?
Who is he executing? It's going to be this unit that's super close to him.
Okay.
Too close for comfort. Goodbye.
That goes off on a 7.
For D3 mortal wounds.
Let me see if I can't deny that.
On a 7, it's a 9 because I'm +2. My will is focused.
That lasts the whole turn, huh? Let's get that 9. We're gonna deny that on a. I have to get a 9, right?
No, 10.
10.
Because you have to have them greater.
Ouch. Let's get that 10 because I'm lucky. No, that doesn't happen.
Alright, so it's going to do D3 mortal wounds.
Just.
That's a command reroll right there.
Uh oh.
You're warded for 2.
2. We're going to save those right now. Saved 1.
Yep,
But this
that's
man is
enough, 'cause
dead.
it kills a man. And now it does D3 more. For 2 more.
2 more. It's gonna be warded. And that last guy, the guy with the eviscerator here, and the sergeant with the thunder hammer. But yeah, getting beat up down here.
Dooming the Vindicator, I guess.
Dooming the Vindicator.
Dooming the Vindicator. Gonna go off on a 5. I'm guided.
That's a 3, and that's a 4, but it's +2, so it goes off on a 6.
No, it needs a 7.
Oh.
But I have a ghost helm. So it goes off. 6, 7, 8.
So I never took the last doom chip off of it, so we're still doomed.
Sweet. And then I'm gonna spend a command point to guide. Man, what am I? This tank, or no, the Dire Avengers,
Die Avenger's getting guided.
because they're gonna reroll their hits.
Is that your last command point?
Yes.
Wow.
6.
And
Goes
that
off.
goes off as well.
All right.
So you've had a very productive psychic phase.
Where did my guide ship go? 4 shots on these guys here from the Exarch.
Oh, he's so cool.
Hit you 3 times.
Toughness 4.
And I move away. 2 wounds.
2 wounds at minus nothing.
Minus 9.
3s. Kills a guy.
And I don't know when his power happens, but he's going back over here.
You can do that every turn, right?
Yeah. Sky Leap.
That's ridiculous. It's cool though. I'm
It's
happy
fun.
with it.
He jumped over here, he moved over here, and then he was like, pew, 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 and then he moved back.
It's very Eldar anyway.
Yeah. The 2 shuriken pistols from the Warlord, or from...
The
We'll
Farseers.
go one at a time. Eldrad hits you. Does not wound, but he zoots away. Does not wound.
Honey.
Honey has a singing spear. Wound you on a 2. And wound you on a 2. There's a wound.
Alright, but no AP.
No AP.
Looking for a 2.
That's a 1.
What's the damage on it?
3.
Sorry, man. I really like you. I really wanted you to stay in the game and be my awesome guy, the Thunderhammer, because I finally have a Thunderhammer in my army.
He killed the tank. What are you talking about?
He did kill a tank, but he could have done
He
better.
finally finished it off.
He could have stayed in the game and killed Dire Avengers too. But now he is a dead man, and the Dire Avengers have yet to shoot.
So the Banshees are going to work on shooting their way out of combat. 3 shots going at the Assault Marines.
So he's gonna live. Banshees have hit
What is-
at least once.
What is that? 2
Banshees
times.
have hit twice. Toughness 4.
4s. That's at minus 3.
Minus 3 is actually minus 2, so I need a 5. This is on the Assault Marines.
Yeah.
I would live.
Oh my gosh. Just ridiculous.
No, we're great.
It's just insane.
It's so good.
Alright, my Rangers are going to shoot. They got ballistic skill 2.
And they split in their fire?
No.
Which one do they want?
They're taking the Librarian.
No way.
Yeah, Librarian's dead. They're going to hit you on 2s.
Rangers against Librarians hit a bunch. Do they always hit on 2s now?
Yeah, they're ballistic skill 2.
God, that's fantastic. Because if they move, they hit on 3s.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Then
get that.
I'm going to wound you on 4s. And I'm going to re-roll 1. So I've got 2 mortal wounds and 6 wounds at minus 1.
Brutal. My Librarian is about to leave the game too. He needs to get 5s for the mortal wounds. He doesn't, so 2 go through. He's got just 2 wounds left. But due to the Armor of Contempt, 2s. So he's got 2 to go.
That is insane.
I love it.
That
Absolutely
sucked.
love it.
That sucked hard. That squad of Guardians is going to dump everything they got into that Librarian.
He's gonna live. Guardians on the Librarian, hitting on 3s.
Strength 4, toughness 4, it's going to be 4s.
4s.
Alright.
Guardians do fantastic work.
So it's 7 at minus 3 and 3 at minus 1.
Minus 1
Because of the Armor of Contempt.
is gonna be 2s. So that's fine.
Ouch.
Minus 3 is going to be 5s, and I have 2 wounds left. This might be their Librarian. Oh, he's dead. Oh, sir, you rarely make it out of the box,
There's 2 for blood and guts.
but you are dead.
Give me the blood and guts.
Thank you for playing today.
I'm gonna shoot at the Vindicator.
All right, hitting on 4s with shuriken cannons.
Yep. Or here's the shuriken cannon. Hit you once, and the Eldari missile launcher
Also hits once.
hits you once. So this is gonna wound on a 4. That's a wound at -2 for D6. This is gonna wound on a 5, but you're doomed. And that's at -3 for 2 damage.
All right, what was the first one? Was -2?
-2 for D6.
So that's actually a -1, so we need a 4. And we get that. And then the next one was what?
-3 for 2 damage.
So I need a 5. We don't get that. We get a 2. So we've been cracked. And that takes us down to, that was 2 damage? Down to 9.
Is
This
gonna
guy
shoot
here.
at the Vindicator.
Wow. What you got against my Vindicator, man?
It's doomed. I'm gonna hit you on 3s. And I'm guided.
Nice roll.
And I'm gonna wound you on
Toughness 8.
5s. But I'm guided.
No, I'm doomed.
Oh yeah, you're doomed. There we go. So these are at -3 for 2 damage. That's at -1 for 2 damage.
All right, -3 for 5s. So that's 4 more damage, down to 5 wounds. And what was the last one?
The last one is just at -1.
-1 is just going to be my 3, and that's fine.
And then the missile launchers off that same tank.
Oh, still more
I'm gonna
coming.
hit you on 3s, but I'm guided. And they're gonna wound you on 4s. And that's at -2 for D6.
-2 is -1, and so what we need is 4s. For D6, huh?
D6.
I'm gonna let it go through. I hope you roll less than a 5.
Whoa, that was
In the exact same spot.
a 2.
2.
I'm mad. 'Cause I got a 5 and then a 6.
We're gonna buy a dice
But they
box.
were both super screwy.
Who's next?
The shuriken cannon off the Viper at the land speeder.
Okay.
Bright lance at the Vindicator.
Wow. Oh wait, I can pop smoke though. No, I'm not going to. Keep my command point.
Because you see what I'm doing over here, right?
No, I didn't.
The
But
Bright lance just automatically hits the Vindicator.
Bright Lance hits the Vindicator.
And it wounds the Vindicator.
Wow, just like that.
-4 for D3 plus 3.
-4 is actually -3, so I need a 6, or it's just dead. Let's get that 6 right now. And that's a 4.
For D3 plus 3.
That kills it. Does it blow up? Does not blow up. It's totally going to block my Land Raider in this side of the table for the rest of the game. But my armor core has been reduced.
These are the shuriken cannon at the land speeder.
3 2s. That's all right.
Completely whiffs.
Completely whiffs.
Already shot the Banshees. Now we just are down to the Wraith Lord and the Dire Avengers. The Wraith Lord shuriken catapults at the Marines in the middle. Shuriken cannon at the Emperor's Champion over there.
No way. All
Here's
right.
the cannon. Hit you 3 times.
Is on the champ?
Wound you on 3s. Wound you 2 times, but on the Uth way. What is that? Wound you 3 times at -1 for 2 damage each.
3 times at -1 is just going to be 2s because of the armor of contempt. And so we're fine.
Well, good work. Good work. And then the shuriken catapults at the guys in the middle here. Hit you 2 times. Wound you 2 times at -1.
-1 is just regular saves. I want 3s. Oh, but I take this guy dies. Bam, you're dead.
3 you're going to shoot at the squad in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
And that leaves 6 to shoot
At the scouts.
at the scouts.
We'll be fine.
So who's 3 at the guys in the middle? Hitting on 3s.
Lots of hitting.
And that's going to be wounding on
Toughness 4.
4s. It's going to be 3 wounds
Regular saves?
at -1.
-1.
Or, I'm sorry, at -2. Because these are Dire Avenger guns.
So this is going to be 4s. That's 1 wound. It's going to be on you, brother. And everybody else with the scouts, huh?
Force. These are a -4. These are at your regular armor save.
Alright.
And I'm moved way. What is that? That's a regular armor save. Okay, 5 wounds all day.
Alright. 3 regular saves are going to be 4s. And so that's a guy. And then 2 at -4, I cannot save. And what sucks is to keep the objective, I have to kill the Meltagun. And that's the sergeant too, so 3, that would actually be a morale check as well. That's shooting though, right?
Yeah, I'm in my charge phase.
Who's going to charge?
I'm sorry, I never made a battle focus move with my Dire Riders.
That's got to get done,
I
right?
meant to do that. They're gonna go D6.
They're going forever.
5.
Charging here.
Yeah.
6-inch charge. He's in on a 10. It's all bad news in the middle of the table. Wraith Lord, middle of the table.
My Dire Avengers are gonna charge.
Okay. They're in on a 7. There is no shame in dying for the Emperor. I'm just glad that you got close enough to my men so I can look you in your eyes as I kill you.
Fascists. Let's start with the Wraith Lord, right?
Sure.
Use my sweeping blow, which gives me 2 hit rolls per attack.
The Wraith Lord blows.
Yep. Pretty hard. Rah.
He hits 4 times.
Not a lot. Huh. It's pretty bad.
Only 3 men down there. Toughness 4.
Toughness 4. He wants 3s. And I'm Uthway. So there's 3 at -2 for 2 damage.
Oh, 4s here. 4s. 1 guy dies.
Gosh, is that it?
Mm-hmm. Dire Avengers into 2 tactical marines. I see lots of 1s and 2s.
A lot of 1s and 2s. They're scared.
Well, we are scary fascist monsters.
Then we want 5s.
Toughness 4.
And I'm Uthway. So it's going to be 4 wounds from the regular Dire Avengers. And then I got to get my Exarch to swing.
Uh-oh. What's he got?
He's got a sword.
Give me these so we don't forget. 4 wounds from your regular Dire Avengers. Actually, let's just see if it's even relevant. I want 3s. We're fine.
Completely fine. Huh?
Completely fine. 4, 5, 6, 4. But that guy hit twice.
Want strength 5, toughness 4 is 3s. That's 2 at -2 for straight 2.
2 at -2 for straight 2. -2 is actually -1, and that's 4s. And we're fine. My objective. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's such a good rule.
It's rough.
It is rough.
It is rough.
Are going to put the 3 assault marines into the banshees. I didn't charge though.
And you're -1 to hit them. And I didn't forget this time.
Hey, yeah, I was -1 to hit them last time, but who knew?
Not them.
Not them. Can I still not pile in? Nope. 3 assault marines into banshees. Nobody charged, so it's just 6 attacks.
Hitting on 4s.
Hitting on 4s. And it helps. I only hit you twice.
Yeah.
But I'm a master artisan.
Oh, yeah.
I wound you on 3s. There's 1 wound at -1.
I got a 4 of Bindwald.
You lose a girl, but just 1. It's got to be the banshees. That's all you have in.
The Banshees.
Who are you swinging at?
The assault squad who still hasn't swung.
No, the tactical squad hasn't swung.
Tactical squad.
The assault squad has swung.
Well, then the tactical squad that hasn't fought yet.
Okay.
3s.
Yeah, they all hit, don't they?
And wound you on...
Toughness 4.
Let's see. Gold dice are strength 5. White dice are strength 4.
Gotcha. Gold dice do great.
So that's 3. And that one's... So that's 1 damage at -4.
-4
That's really minus.
is -3 is a 6. So that is a wound on a guy.
That's a wound on a guy. And then the gold dice are not as good AP, but they're only -3, but they're 2 damage each.
-3 are going to be 5s. There's 2 of them, there's 3 of them. 5s. So they're how many damage each?
2 damage each.
Pop, pop. And that's just how that is. And then the only person left in that squad is the sergeant. He hits on 4s because you're always -1 to hit, or yeah. 1 hit, and then he wounds you on a 3, no wound. And then we need morale. Here, he lost 2 this turn, so he's gonna be fine because he's leadership 8. This guy here, there's 2 guys left. There's a sergeant there. They only lost 1 dude this turn, so they're fine.
They lost 3.
Was that all this turn? 3, 4, they're fine. And I guess that's it. You didn't lose anybody. Now these guys are really out of cohesion.
No, they're wobbly modeled up here.
Gotcha. I'm glad you said that. All right. So it's the end of your turn. What'd you score? So it's my turn, and I hold 2 and more. And then I draw a card.
I don't think that you do.
I have 1, I have 2, I have 3, and there's only 5 on the table. I have more.
Hold on. Your scouts didn't break either?
Oh, scouts. Lost 3 of them. 4 or 5, they're fine. New card for me. Overwhelming firepower. I just pretty much got blood and guts, but it's just for ranged attacks.
Which would have been way better for me.
It's not good for me, though, because I'm very assaulty. Anyway, my turn, 3 Strands of Fate. You're not going to forget that 6.
6, I got a wound roll, and I got a bunch of hit rolls.
That rocks. My movement phase has ended, and I have no psychic phase. The land speeder has stayed put. The scouts have hidden back here. These men are just stuck in. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't shoot at the Wraith Lord. I can't shoot at the Dire Avengers. It's a well-played move. Shuffle these guys around a little bit. 2 guys won't get both of the discipline. The Land Raider's just stuck here. He can't drive through the wreckage. Over here, these men have come forward, taking that objective. The champion has come to this side of the barricade. He advanced, so he cannot charge. But the Assault Marines have come in. And everybody's 9 inches away. These are 9 inches away from the Rangers. These are 9 inches away from the Guardians. Chaplain Cooper has landed, and he's going to spend my only 2 command points to play the Canticle of Hate to give everybody plus 2 inches to their charges when we get to that step. But now we must shoot. We're going to start down here. I got a bolt pistol on this sergeant into Banshees. He hits. He wounds. 1 wound on the Banshees. What turn is it? Regular save.
4 up and ball.
4 up and ball. We've lost a girl. Is it the girl who's not Sudia?
Yeah.
Sorry, sweetheart. Thank you for playing today. You were lovely. I have 3 bolt pistols. Pardon me. I have 2 bolt pistols and a plasma pistol on Sudia. Master Artisans. We have hit her twice. We wound her on a 2 and a 3. Just the plasma gun hit wounds. Just 1 wound on Sudia for -3. Land Speeder is going to shoot at your cool car here, the Viper, on 3s. That is garbage. And we're a Master Artisan. All right. We've hit all the times. The gold dice wound on 4s, the white dice wound on 3s. So there are 6 wounds at -1, and 1 is for 2 damage.
He takes 3 damage.
Takes 3 wounds. He's doing great. These men have hidden there out of range and sight. Moving this way. Rim shot. It's going to shoot there. And the bolters are going to shoot there. Rim shot and the bolters. It's 6 shots here with the bolters because 2 men moved, so they don't get the bolter discipline. But 2 men stayed put, so they do. The gold dice is rim shot. The white dice are the bolters. Everything into that vehicle. We are Master Artisans. And then we're going to wound on 5s and a 3. Uh-oh. That doesn't wound, though. Those don't wounds. There's 3 wounds on the Wave Serpent on the platform at -1.
3?
Yes.
It's going to be 4s.
He lives. All right, here's the Land Raider, and it's going to put its las cannons into this boat here. It's going to be -1 to hit it shooting through the fence. The other gun's going to go up to this guy on the hill. So, las cannons on 4s, everything else on 3s. That is a cocked dice. So, yeah, that did well. We're a Master Artisan. That did really well. So these are going to win that. It would be 3s, but it's 4s because of the Serpent Shield, and it saves you 1. And then up there, it's going to be 5s all day. All right, sir. This vehicle here took 1 wound at -3 for d6 damage.
What's a 5-up involved?
4. 3 wounds. Down to 9, because he's doing great. This car up here took 4 wounds. They're all -1, but 2 of them are for 2 damage.
4 up. Smoked him.
Doesn't explode. Land Raider should do that kind of work. He's expensive. Everything on this side of the table is shot. Nobody over here is going to shoot. We're just not gonna. We're just not gonna. So we're into the charge phase now. But I have so much respect. I have so much respect for Sudia, even though they're out now. We're getting back in with her because she's terrifying. She's got 2 wounds. She's got a beat stick. And I know what she's capable of. We're just gonna get rid of her. No one's charging into this mob. It's terrible down there. Nothing over here can charge. But over here, the Capital of Hate has gone off. So this is a 7-inch charge, and this is a 7-inch charge. And due to the Martial Exemplar Warlord trait, these charges are re-rollable. So these Assault Marines into the Guardians. I want a 7. I get a 6, but I can re-roll it. And there's an 8. They get in.
It's not a 3. I'm kidding.
You're fucking with me.
I wasn't watching.
These guys over here into the Rangers, they need a 7. They get a 4, but they can re-roll it. And they get an 8 as well. Let's move those men in. I wonder if the Chaplain gets... The Chaplain's also going to charge in. He's going to go into the Guardians. And he might need an 8 because I got some Marines in his way now. So he's going to need... That's a 9 though. And so we're going to see. It doesn't make it. What I actually need is a 10. And I do not get it. The Chaplain does not get in. But these men get in. These men get in. Those men get in. You don't have any command points, so let's just go. So let's go down here. 1, 2, 3, 4 men. These Assault Marines on Sudia. They're going to hit her on 3s. Oh, 4s, because she's a very Banshee-like. And they're a Master Artisan. Then they're going to wound her on 3s and 2s. Those are all wounds, and the gold dice are -4 for 2 damage each. Sudia has fallen. These Assault Marines into Guardians. Doing great. Again, Assault Marines into Guardian, 3s and 2s. These are, what turn is it? These are regular save. And this is -4 for 2 damage. The red dice was your blood and guts dice. The men in the quarter. 2 chainswords and a eviscerator. The little white dice will be the power sword, and the black dice are the guy with the flamer's fists. We want to hit on 3s. That's garbage. And then those little dice don't like anything. And then we are a Master Artisan. There's 2 power sword hits. Everything wounds. The gold dice is a 2. Everything else is 3s. Oh no. So there's 2 at -3, 1 at -1, and 1 at -4 for 2 damage. -3, -1, -4 for 2 damage. But that is the end of my chargers.
These 3 guardians. Wound you 2 times.
Wound me 2 times. Live. They're fine.
Shocker.
Is this the Rangers?
Don't wound you at all.
Don't wound me at all. So, the end of my turn, I didn't get overwhelming firing power because I didn't do it with guns. I didn't get bringing down because I think still alive. I didn't assassinate anybody. So I get no points there. And it is your turn, and you have... Do these men pass morale?
Nope. Nope.
Now we go into your turn where you have... You still hold that one?
No.
Okay. Eldar, turn 4. The other movement phase is done. This man has come down. This thing has come up. Who advanced?
Eldrad.
Eldar, because Mind War is a thing. This guy's still alive, and it's cool. And then these Dire Avengers here are actually on the diocese. We just wobbly modeled them. Your psychic phase is about to happen.
I'm going to cast Mind War on the chaplain.
Oh.
Goes off on a 13.
And you never peril because you're a Farseer.
Yep, so that's, we roll off, I guess.
I need to know my leadership.
But I roll 2d3 because I got more than 10 on my psychic test, so.
And what do I roll?
A d6, and you add it to your leadership.
You add all the 2d3, or do you pick the best one?
I have the 2d3. And you roll 1d6.
All right, so I got a 4 plus 9 is 13.
I got 6 plus 9, so you take 2 wounds.
That's it?
Yep.
But they're mortal wounds, right? Mm-hmm. Warded. I take a wound. Chaplain Cooper got 3 wounds left.
He's gonna cast Smite. And it goes off for 1 mortal wound.
All right, on those guys, it's going to be a 1 mortal wound on this dude who's squatting in the back. You got a wound.
Eldred's gonna cast Executioner on them. Goes off for 2 mortal wounds.
2 mortal wounds or 5s. I make them. You don't like this one? Let's do it again.
No, I mean, it doesn't matter to me.
Yeah, well, it's a 2 now.
Well, there's another 3.
But we're warded. So it kills another man. That's gonna be you.
And then Smite's closest unit, which is still those guys. Goes off for 3.
Still warded. And that's a dude and a half. It's going to be you.
You make the warded saves like
I make a third of them.
Yeah, you make way more than a third.
Is that the psychic phase?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot now. Everybody in the Dire Avenger squad is shooting into those guys, because that's their Exarch power.
That's an awesome Exarch power.
25 points for it.
It's fantastic. Is it 25 points fantastic, though? Is it 25 points a fantastic, Chap?
25 points is alright,
All right, 25 points is all right.
I think.
Uh-oh.
I'll say -4. Those are all at your regular, or they're at -2, but it's -1.
All right, -4 is -3, so these are 6s. That's a guy. And then these are all 4s. And this squad is finally gone. They did a good job. They held the center of the table for a long time. They scored me some points. But they have left the game. And the Dire Avengers will consolidate. The Wraith Lord will turn around.
He's gonna shoot at your guys on the house.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
3s.
Looks like you hit a bunch.
And then he wants 3s and 4s. These are -2. This is a -1.
All right. -3 for 2 damage is going to be a 5. So that kills a guy. Pep. But you're a sergeant. So, well, so everybody slide down. I'll kill you instead. And then these are -2. 4s. So we put a wound on the next guy. If I can find this little dice here. And it's going to be you. And then what was this one? -1 is a 3. And we're good.
And then the tank. Shoot at the tank.
Of course.
Hits you 1 time?
1 time.
I don't know. Whatever. 1 time. And wounds you on a
Toughness 8.
4. But I'm
Wound away.
-2 for D6.
-2 is going to be a 3. Well, we're good.
Shocker. And then the shuriken cannon at the Goober Marines.
The Steam Brother Rim Shot.
Yeah.
And Sergeant Newman.
Wounds at -1.
3. We're good.
And over here we got the Bright Lance at the Land Speeder.
Uh-oh.
Misses.
Uh-oh. Did you get your command point at the beginning of your phase?
Shuriken Catapult at the Assault Marines. Hits you 4 times.
Uh-oh.
Wounds you once.
Just once. Regular save? We're good. Are charges taking place?
No, I can't charge anywhere.
All right, fight phase. I fight first. I will pick that squad over there. Here we go again. This squad over here in the corner are the Rangers. The black dice are the power sword. The gold dice is the eviscerator. Everything else is a chain sword. And we hit on 3s. And we are master artisans. And then we wound again on 3s, and the gold dice is a 2. The little black dice are -3. The gold dice is -4 for 2 damage.
On these guys?
Yes.
Oh, shocker, they're all dead.
You slide them 3 inches that way.
This way?
Yeah. And then it's your turn to pick, and I think the only person you have in is that Avenger or that Guardian down there.
There's 2 of them.
2 Guardians down there. Do it. One of them wants it. This dice is super cocked.
Nothing.
Nothing? All right. So that is the end of your turn. Did you score? Not a thing? All right. We go into my turn 4. I hold 1. I hold 2. Do I have more than 1 guy here? I hold 3. It's my turn 4. My movement phase has ended. This guy is coming up to take this objective. These men are coming this way. The land speeder is, of course, coming this way. These men have stayed put. He has stayed put. He has stayed put. The action is over here, where the 2 characters have come up to engage the 2 characters with the support of the Assault Marines, these TAC Marines, and then these guys are just going to try to finish up down here. Shooting phase. This man here's got a plasma gun. Should I cook it? Sergeant Kevorkian, cooking the plasma gun. 3s. He hits. Toughness 5, 3s. Just 1 wound at -3 for 2 damage. He's fine.
Yep.
These men here, it's just a bolt pistol and a plasma pistol, huh? We're gonna put those pistols up here as well, and we're gonna cook that plasma pistol. We hit both times. We've wounded just once at -3 for 2 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage, down to just 1. He's super tough. The land speeder into the Dire Avengers.
Lightning fast reaction.
Of course. It's the smart move.
Out of command points.
Land speeder into Dire Avengers. I want 3s. I'm a master artisan. The white dice wound on 2s, the gold dice wound on 3s. There are 4 wounds on the Dire Avengers at -1 each. One of them is, or 2 of them are for 2 damage.
I lose 3 guys.
3 guys at the center of the table. These scouts are gonna look up and they're gonna shoot at that wave serpent. They're master artisans. And then they're gonna wound it on 5s. Nothing. A Steam Brother rim shot is going to put his last cannon into the wave serpent, and then the 3 bolters are going to go into the Dire Avengers. Everybody hits on 3s. No, wait, the Dire Avengers are 4s.
Yep.
And we are a master artisan. No. And then we wound on 3s everywhere. 1 wound on the Guardians, regular save, because it's turn 4. And 1 wound on the wave serpent at -3 for d6. Guardian 1 save, regular save, dead Guardian. -3 is d6 damage for 5 damage here.
Sure. Cool.
And down to 4. Land Raider. Last cannon's into the Wraithlord. 3s. I'm a master artisan. That has been used up. Gonna wound on 3s. 2 wounds on the Wraithlord, -3 for d6 each. He takes 10.
He takes 3 and...
Oh, you're right. So he takes 8. The heavy bolters are going into the wave serpent. And those are 3s, and I've already used my reroll. And then those are 5s. There's a 1 at AP1 for 2 damage. I have no idea what that was.
I'm fine.
And then Storm Bolters on this same guy. Hit once, fail to wound. That's all that. There's 2 pistols in that squad. There is a bolt pistol and a plasma pistol shooting at that Guardian. Plasma hits, bolt hits. 1 wound at -3. This squad here, the Flamer into everything into Eldred. Flamer and 1, 2, 3 bolt pistols. 6 hits from the Flamer. Flamers have been reliable. Master Artisan. Just 1 hit from the bolt pistols, though. Wounding Eldrad on 4s, because he's made of crystals. 4 wounds on Eldrad. 3 of them are at -1.
He's got 4 involved. Takes 2.
Takes 2. Crack grenade from the champion hits Eldrad. Wounds Eldrad. Eldrad is fine. Crack grenade from the chaplain. Hits Eldrad. Wounds Eldrad. He's fine. These men here. 3 bolt shots. And I'm going to spend a command point on a Hellfire Shell. Then I'm going to put into Eldrad. 3s. The Hellfire Shell hits. Master Artisan. These wound on 4s. 1 wound there, and this is D3 mortal wounds, and 1 mortal wound. He saved
Down to 3.
down to 3 wounds. God, he's so resilient. That is quite literally the end of my shooting, and now it is time to charge. These men here will charge the Dire Avengers.
I don't have a command point.
They get in on an 8. There's still a Guardian over there. That's awesome. All right, over here, characters are going in. The champion is going to go into Eldrad. In on a 6. The chaplain is going to go in on Honey. He's in on a 10. The Assault Marines are going into both of them. And 6 will probably do it. I can re-roll that, though. Those are my charges. We're going to start down here. Into the Dire Avengers, hitting on 3s. Those do not hit. We roll one of these. There we go. And then wounding on 3s and a 2. The white dice are not AP2, and the gold dice is AP Fantastic for 2 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, that was the squad here.
Oh. The white dice are AP2?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're dead.
The whole squad?
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Down here, the champion fights Aldrad. Hits on 2s. Wounds on 3s. There are 4 wounds on Aldrad at -3 for 3 damage each.
He's dead.
Aldrad has died. Chaplain Cooper on Farsi or Honey will have 4 attacks that hit on 2s. He's a master artisan. They will wound on 2s. There are 4 wounds on Honey at -3 for 2 damage each.
And she's dead.
Honey has died. You have a guardian to fight back there.
I think he's alright.
Do you not want to try to kill that guy? He hits. He wounds. I need a 3. That guardian killed a guy. Now, that is the end of my turn. Morale is not a thing. Oh, I didn't fight with that guy. One of those pistols is, believe it or not, a chainsword. He hits once. He's a master artisan. He hits twice. He wounds just the one time.
He's got armor piercing.
It's AP2 because we're the assault doctrine. So that is the end of my turn 5. I got to tell you, I did not keep track of what I killed in shooting, and so who knows. I did score assassinate. I have not scored bring it down yet, but I do have assassinate for 5 points. And now,
You had to have scored big. My wave serpents are all dead.
no, this one is still alive, and that's the one. That's the one that was over here. I've been watching it the whole time. Now we go into Eldar, turn 5, last turn of the game.
I mean, do you really want to finish it out? I got 5 wounds left, and they're not going to do much.
I can't believe how well this has gone for me.
Yeah, I can't score any of my points because I can't kill anything at melee. And I cannot, I'm not on an objective, so I can't walk off one. And I can maybe bring it down, but...
This was a good game for me.
Yeah.
Armor of Contempt is awesome.
Nah, bullshit.
It's just 9th edition. Everything is stacked up to 11. Do you have a unit of the game? Anybody you love? This guy is still alive. He's my unit of the game for your army. That Hawk Exarch, who's so cool. My Assault Marines without the jump X are still alive. I actually have Assault Marines alive over here too. I almost never have Assault Marines alive at the end of the game.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know where it went so wrong.
Neither do I, actually.
Armor of Contempt.
Armor of Contempt was great. And I dig it, and I'm into it. But anyway, this was Space Marines today. If I had to pick a unit of the game, I'm picking these guys, because I love them.
I mean, Wraithlord, I guess, because he's still alive.
And he's menacing.
But,
I thought you played a very clever game. The way you congested this area here, when the Banshees came over and charged the tank. Yeah, I think that you played a bunch of smart plays.
yeah, it was fun, but just kind of over it.
I am super resilient. So being over it, we're going to end it now. Thank you for watching, Internet. Goodbye.